Hello everybody, and welcome back to Night in the Woods. This is going to be a maybe big, maybe small episode about just the extras that Night in the Woods has to offer. That includes Play Longest Night, Play Lost Constellations, and maybe we'll view a few pieces of the concept art in this episode. I'm not sure how long this is going to be, but it's going to be a little while. Regardless though, I'm very happy to get back at this and just finish it off, polish it with all the extras, and get to see my characters again. 'Cause, man, I've really fallen in love with B since I left. The B and May complex is really so cool. So, and it's good to feel again. So, whatever's happening in these extras, we'll see. Anyways, let's get right into it, guys. Come on. Longest Night. Okay. We got text, so just gonna read it. In December of 2013, a few short months after starting work on Night in the Woods, and 3 weeks after our Kickstarter ended, we decided to release something small. We wanted to show that we were in fact making something. So many ideas just stay ideas after all. And we wanted to have something out there that we'd released. Sometimes you just need to complete something. The team had a little less than that 2 weeks before all... Yeah, so that must be it then. The team had a little less than 2 weeks before all parties left to visit family for the holidays. Longest Night came out of that. Our first supplemental game. It ended up planting ideas that would grow into tall, weird idea trees later on in Night in the Woods. That sentence alone tells you that the creators of this game are not making up characters. This is just their personality. Because that's just their personality kind of feeling. Longest Night was the song I've never heard before. Dope. Hit the play button. Oh. We floating. Why aren't I gold?
Yeah, fire. We have a fire.
We have reached that level as a civilization. Oh, I'm bored. Feels like we've been here forever. Oh, we should do the Longest Night constellation thing. Wow, really?
I haven't done that since I was like 6.
Oh, no one has done that since they were like 6. Well, I don't remember being 6. Really?
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember much before like 8 and a half. That's very specific.
B is a synthetic life form created at age 8.5.
This makes so much sense. Beep beep boop. B.
1101. Okay, whatever, I'm done.
Can we just do this thing?
None of us know enough about the constellations to even do it, B.
Yeah, B. I called her Bay. I'm gonna keep calling her Bay. I do.
Since when?
Since always? Now listen up, dummies. We're going to school. Space school. Yeah. Woo. Oh boy, what the fuck is this? I can't see anything. We're pattern finders. Find some patterns. What? Really? Okay, no? What are you two, then? Ah! There we are. Okay. Oh, it's in the other ear. I don't know why I have one earbud off. What? This is weird. Could see some... Oh, that's Snake. Easy. Okay, that was easy. The broken snake. The first thing that talked. Huh. This story has always made me so annoyed. I was totally the kid in Sunday school who pitched a fight over this story. Pitched a fit, okay. Never understood this. Still don't understand it now. Oh my god, I remember that. You got sent out to adult church to sit with your parents. No punch and no cookies for me.
Wow, I certainly missed out on all of that.
Oh, dude, you didn't even. Okay, we know where this is. Yeah. Yeah. No. Ah. Okay. What? Do you see anything else over here? Well, I see this one. Maybe it's... Yeah! It is! Oh! That mice writer, inventors of written language. Oh, the mice writers, inventors of written language. Weren't there supposed to be thousands of them? Listen, there's only so much sky.
Since mice writers are my sign,
I think that means that you're thousands of geniuses. I think that means you're screwed. I like this one more.
accurate.
Maybe. There we go. There we go. That's just one. For some reason, Corvid, the thief, stole the diamond from the crown of Rubello, the fire-breathing pope. Fuck yeah. Got arrowed to death like 200 feet from the palace. So he didn't get to be a constellation for being a great thief then? He did not.
Screw the man. Steal their diamonds.
Ah yes, the revolutionary zeal of kids from the suburbs. Possum Springs isn't the suburbs. Yeah, you need a city to have suburbs. We're in the dead center of nowhere. It's like a 40-minute drive if you want to buy shoes. Also, I'm 21. I'm not a kid. I think you're younger than me.
I'm 21 too. We both have full-time jobs.
Well, as close to full-time as they can get, before they have to start giving us health insurance. I'll be 20 in like 4 months. Okay, fine. You're all very serious adults. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Solid. Yeah, fucking... Immense! The fire-breathing Pope. Rubello. Pope sometimes in the center... Pope sometime in the 1400s. Crazy times. Oh god, I love this one. There were 2 rival popes, and Rubello won by opening his mouth and consuming them with fire. And then he ate them. What? Oh my god.
I knew that one.
That is amazing. I mean, historically, his extended family poisoned one and stabbed the other before throwing him into a canal. But he did eat them. He did eat them, yes. That is the raddest thing I've ever heard. Chomp chomp, whoops, I ate you. Now I'm the Pope. That's fucking great. Oh, more noises. Yeah, obviously not. No. Oh, a gator! Nice. Harmonium, the head of the singing orders of angels. Ugh, this one. My mom always said I look like this one. You do. You look exactly like this one. I can see it. Sure, I sure can't. Leading so many cranky angels. Grouching hard. Across the sky. Okay. Moving on. Is there something there? Whoa. Oh, there it is. Whale! Come on. Whale! There we go. Ooh, it's a world whale. Mundy, the world fish. Got it. Back then, they thought whales were fish. And you know that the world was on one. Mundy is my sign. Oh God. Of course it is. Hey, what? What does that mean? Well, if any of this meant anything, then it might mean something, but it doesn't, so it doesn't. What are you doing?
Whale noises.
You guys are annoying. Oh God, that's annoying. There you go. Bell! Tolatron. It rings at the end of the world, and Mundy shakes everything off her back. And I think it all catches fire, too.
It all made sense back then.
Back when people were, like, wicked dumb. Yeah, I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but people were super dumb back then. It's all relative. And full of dumb people. Fair. Dumb, beautiful dumb people. Fair. Double fair. We're all fair here. All fair and dumb in war. Oh, that was simple. Le fish. And just a fish. Pretty self-explanatory. Huh. Fun fact. Fish is my sign. I think that means you're adaptable and smelly. I think that means you're a failure in all things. What?
Got one of those, right? Captain.
Oh boy. Got a manly musk going here.
You smell like that stuff I got you. Finally. Ice Hawk. It was a picture of an ice hawk on it.
I smell quite masculine.
Like an ice hawk.
I think you smell nice, Angus. Thanks. What's an ice hawk? Facts. What? What is that?
What is that?
Oh. Okay. That sounds like... Oh my God, there's a whole song here. No? Apparently not. Boom! I'm a genius. Wait. No. There we are. Okay, he was... What a weird constellation. I mean, it's fair, but... Inverness. Inveneris. The inventor of music. Nice beak. Reminds me of Jerem.
Germ isn't even musical like at all.
Who? Germ? Like Germ? Weird Germ.
Yeah.
How do you know? I think May's getting sleepy. Oh, fuck, that's not her voice. I think May's getting sleepy. There we go. Beep, beep. Whoa, not... Another gator! Big Teeth. This one's got to be called Big Teeth. With 2 F's. Quinona, executed by some king somewhere. Her head continued to speak against her murderers for years. That's pretty sweet. You'd think, right? But in the story, she's portrayed as annoying. Like she was being a martyr about literally being martyred. They eventually put her head in a trunk and threw it in a river. Jeez. I know, right? Supposedly, if you put your head underwater in some rivers in Italy, she'll tell you about her murderer. They renamed it the River of Guilt. But not like the guilt of her murderers. More like she gives you a guilt trip or something stupid. This constellation is garbage. Chop my head off, I'll bite yours off. Facts. Fair.
Happy longest night, everyone.
Moving on. We've got 2 more here. We've got... That one! Easy. Oh! Oh my God. My throat is just like fucking stop. I'm happy I stopped playing this game when I did. Apparently my throat is over my shit. But also, fuck my throat, I'm doing this. Lucio!
Aw, man.
Who? What?
What? Lucio the Fox.
Scourge of the French countryside.
Yeah, totally French. Totally a scourge.
What does he have a spear through him for?
The candle that burns twice as bright gets speared through the guts.
Beautiful. You can see why this one is so popular. And also not factual, but okay. No. Who it is? Okay, I thought it was 2 more. It's three more. Okay. Mormonodes, the little king. He was a king who was little. I don't know anything about this one. Apparently a little king was big news back then. I don't think he was even supposed to be all that small. Stop the press! So there's this king, right? But get this, he's slightly smaller than you'd expect. He wears smaller shoes. Let's immortalize him in the night sky. I'm kinda short.
May Borowski, Constellation.
Nah, everyone who picked the constellations is dead now. That's bullshit. Make new ones. Defy their constellations. I'll worship whatever stars I like. Oh, it's the goat. They have a constellation for you, boy. Ah! Thank you for paying homage. Name Ibon, the first singer. Accurate. Ever seen the opera based on this? No. Oh, it's brilliant. It's like 21 hours long. And like 100 years ago when it was played in Bright Harbor, the stage exploded during the part where Ibon crashes his balloon into the worldworm.
Sweet.
Was anyone killed? Like a lot of people. Oh, she's so happy about it. Oh. Listen, if you can't laugh at that, I have bad news about the rest of his history. Oh. Oh, it's making me play randomly. I'm so confused. I was like, what's happening? Okay. Well, that's all 13 of them. Yay, thanks, Angus. Well, that was pretty great. You're
a big old nerd, Captain.
Yes, I am.
You should be a professor.
I like to think I fill the role at the video store. Well, I should probably get home. Wait, I just realized that I haven't hung out with you in years, B. What? Yeah, not since like 7th grade. I remember, I was there. You were a massive jerk. But why am I at the longest night bonfire with you? Because you just miss me so much. Wait, are you actually in space? But I'm warm and breathing. What am I sitting on? Tyrannosaurus pattern. Apparently. What? Oh god, I haven't seen Greg or Angus for a year and a half.
Regrets and emptiness.
I don't go home for longest night. I didn't go home for longest night. Laundry day.
Apple juice taste from when you threw up earlier.
You have to call home.
You don't want to call home.
It's too late to take the bus. What made you think of me today?
You don't want to take this bus. This is your new life.
Is it still new after a year and a half? Underwear just. This is just her thoughts, I guess. They're just spitting out her thoughts.
Next year will be new again.
Next you will be new. You will be new again. Leg stretch. Oh, come on. This is getting stupid. I am serious. Oh. Well, hope's not gonna call itself. I guess that was her alarm. Oh. She's in college. She was in college for that. That was her weird college dream. Okay. That was strange. It's cool to learn about all the constellations. I'm happy they have homage to the goats, the true master race. I don't believe that. I'm not even close. Let's see how long that was. 20 minutes! Ah, we can keep going. Lost Constellations. How long is this? More reading. A little less than a year into a full-time development of Night in the Woods, we decided to do a second longest night game. We wanted to do something in the spirit of the first supplemental game. Small, made with a tight time frame, full of things we thought were cool. We had a lot of systems and ideas we wanted to use for Night in the Woods, and this seemed like a good way to do a test run, to experiment, and to once again have something finished. And as with Longest Night, sometimes you just need to complete something. Lost Constellation went from concept to completion in the last 5 weeks of 2014. Oh. Lost Constellations. Longest Night. Night in the Woods. New game. I'm gonna rob a bank. You want to spend the longest night in jail? Gonna rob them to death. They'll never catch me. There'll be time enough when you're older for felonies in jail. What's a felony? A bad thing they put you in jail for. Not if they don't catch me. Okay, how about a story before bedtime? A longest night story? Sure. But not a dumb one like Charity Bearity. Is this little kid May? Aw! Look at her! Dad still beat the fuck up and wearing fat ass glasses, but who cares? How about a ghost story? Ooh, yeah. Alright then. I hope lots of people die in it. Quiet, kid. I'm starting over here. Long ago in the hills. Okay, long ago in the hills. Here we go. Oh. I might be playing as a gator. I think I'll be giving him this accent. It's the perfect accent for him. Far from home, here. Alright. Could just go back. No. It's been a year. It's been a year, and you made a promise. Get a hold of yourself. You're not gonna die in there tonight. You're gonna see her again, and come back with a star. Sounds like somebody. Sounds like somebody I know. Oh, I get to jump again. I'm a scholar. I'm a scholar gator. F to gather snowballs. Oh. Oh. I'm bad at aiming. Oh, I need to gather more. Give me more snow! So fuck it up. Oh, it says it in the corner. Okay. That was a dope beat. What the fuck? That was cool. That was cool as hell. I made a beat. That's actually pretty dope. Oh, hey, La Cat. I was about to fuck you up. Hey, cat. What do you live in this forest? Near enough. Can I ask you a question? You're going to die in there tonight. Wow, that is unhelpful. Is it? Where are you going tonight? I am visiting my relations. But first, I'll go to church. That sounds like your standard longest night. Before church, I'll hunt up a vole and eat it. And before that, I'll catch you walking into the woods to die. Before that, we'll say goodbye. Are you sure? Goodbye. What are you... Oh, I see. Goodbye. Can I can't fuck him up! Damn, the game won't let me. Damn it. Ooh, I got aim. Let me get some. Let me just stock up as much as I can here. All right. Just in case I need to machine gun somebody to death. What does this? Ooh. Fuck. Oh. Where does this happen? Back where my grandparents came from, long before they lived. Did they have longest night back then? They did. What did they call it? Longest night. Oh. More Gator. What kind of game is this? Completed in 5 weeks, it says, so I'm expecting it not to take super long. I like the Christmas music, though. I mean, the snowflakes are nice. Ooh. Huh! Reminiscent of something. Oh. Okay, that's a good omen, I'm sure. Crap almighty. Hey, skeleton. Can I can't down throw? This is Shovel Knight? Ain't that a bitch? Give me the fucking thing. Guys, sprint! Oh. Oh. Hello. Hello. Interested in the coffin? In the short term. In the long run. These are hard times. The days are short and the nights are long. And the winter lasts forever. Meaning? Meaning you have a bright future in being a lump in a snowbank. So head west. West is home. Well, east is where I'm going, so. The trees here move. They'll confuse your path. They bend to the powers of the gods of this forest. And you'll never obtain their permission to pass. So this is why you're trying to sell me a coffin. I provide a service. If you pay me now, I will collect your remains and bring them back to your relations. You charge an advance for this? I can't really charge any other time. All right. Well, I don't have any money. No coffin for you then. And your ghost will be quite unhappy. Whatever. Later, loser. Later, coffin-making loser. Loser. Oh, that's something. Oh, you know that's something. Let me. Do I not? Where'd all my snowballs go? Did they melt in this stupid house? Who cares? Hit that. Oh. Oh. Ho ho! Oh! I got something going on here. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, shit. Sure. I'm gonna do like this. How do I get a smile? Yeah, baby. I'm gonna give him these bones as walking, as moving bits, and I'm gonna give him a little. Come on, I can't do this with a fucking. I'll give him little these. There you go. just making some random shit. Yeah. What? I'm done. I like him. I like him. What, do I have to put everything on him? What am I going for here? Do I have to do that? That sucks. Alright, give me a second, guys. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Okay. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen, Captain. Can move the mouse. Come on. Perfect. 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 Look at my mans. Bah. Oh my god. What am I? What's happening? What am I? Help! Are you okay? What am I? You're a snowman. I'm just water and garbage. Everything else gets an accent, not him. How are you talking? I don't know what I know about anything. You wouldn't happen to know how to find the forest god, would you? There's nothing about me that isn't forest and sky. That's like a poem. What am I? You're like a poem. Ah! This snowman is no help. Well, if you at first you don't succeed. Kill it! Make a better one. Well, okay, you got that partially right. Which part? Listen up, I'll tell you. So you're what? A ghost? No ghost. What are you? No. So. Wait. You are no ghost or you have no ghost? What am I? What am I? How's it going? What is going? Okay then. Okay, faster. That's, can't even fuck him up. Let's just go away now. I made a monster. Huh. What did you say about my ghost? Those that die here stay until here. Their ghost dies. Their ghosts lie frozen until disturbed. Oh. As that's left of them are limps. What the fuck? Oh, that's not an as, that's an all. All that's left of them are lumps in the snow and the things they brought with them, gathering frost. Oh, what those ghosts could tell us in these hard times. Can I have a drink of something? No. I'm too much of an asshole. Asshole. What am I looking at now? Oh, I'm looking at this. Hello.
Pilgrim!
Hello.
I'm Father Patience, Forest Not God.
Wow, that is a name.
It was gifted me when I was ordained.
What was your name before?
Dutchy Mud.
Butchy Mud? Dutchy Mud? Okay, that's a change.
Do you wish to say a prayer at this? The shrine of Saint Oralny, who, beloved of the forest gods, was shown the way to the chasm and the red bell, and into his holy mountain.
You said that all without taking a breath.
You want the prayer or not?
Sure.
You may recite when ready. The forest god is no tree!
I thought that, you know, because of the forest.
No tree can be a god.
I'm not following this logic in line. So what can be a god?
Not a tree, obviously. Go, return when you have been granted knowledge.
Oh, I have to know? Fuck, I don't want to know. Let's just keep walking this way until something tells me something. Arm. Cool. Oh! Greetings, item. Give. Give! Ah, don't kill me. Okay, cool. I've gained an item. Oh, I get to do the snowman thing again. Okay, let's try it. This time I'll make it less fucky. There we go. Basic. It looks a little better. Hello? Hello. Are you okay? Well, just before now I was dead. And I'm still dead, so there's that. Oh, sorry. Maybe this means I can leave these woods and go wherever dead people go. Is that how that works? I think it was in some sort of a daze, and this woke me up. If you want to return favor, I need some help. I can tell your fortune. I can contact the dead. I need to find the forest god. I need to get through the woods. Oh, well, the first part's easy enough. Find the shrine and say North Candace. What is that? I wasn't a churchgoer. Oh, you little heathen. A girl after my own heart. Do you know it? In their wings, in their trees, all things die, be at peace. Cease all care, they are coming. God of the forest, carry us. And the people say that several times a day in this country. Listen, I still have some remnants of my sensitivity. What? If you're lost, I can try to point you in the right direction. Thanks. Okay. Still have some remnants of his sensitivity. Interesting. Well, I made a cooler looking dude. How's it going? I didn't know he would still be around. Oh no. Oh no. Why can't I take this? If I run into the guy again, I guess I have to go left. Okay, here's this. Don't give a fuck about that guy. Big Yanni. Cat? Hello. Evening. Where is... Oh my god. You ate Father Patience for God? Forget not God? No. He left. You're wearing his little hat. He gave me his hat. I feel so official. I hate you. Wait, why do you need to hear this? It's not for me or the mouse. It's for the shrine. In their wings, in their trees. Continue. All things die. Be at peace. Continue. Cease all care. They are coming. Continue. God of the forest, carry us. Very nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shit's happening. Shit's happening. So, those snow things are ghosts? Well, they have ghosts in them. Are there ghosts? What do you think? No. What do you think? Well, I think sometimes people stay with you long after they're gone. Is Grandma a ghost now? The best days, yes. On the best days. I don't want you to ever be a ghost. May. I'll be around to see your own kids. No, you won't. Well, May, that's not a very nice thing to say. No, I mean, I don't ever want kids. Ever. I want 2 big woolly barn cats and an old hound dog. A cat after my own heart. Goddamn. Speaking of which. And we'll all howl at the moon. Never change, May. I won't. I'll be gay as fuck for a crocodile. Better be gay as fuck for a crocodile. What? Oh. This just takes me there. Okay. And that was, I traveled back? Okay. Now I know. And knowing is 100% of this fucking battle here. Oh. Oh. God damn it. Bing! Get it! Hello. That's a big bear. Fuck. Hello. Hello, traveler. And who are you? Adina, an astronomer. I seek an audience with the forest god. I'm sorry, Adina, but the forest god will not entertain you. Kings, emperors, ones of high import. Only those am I permitted to allow through. But I am important. I am an empress. I may wear a blindfold, but I can hear that you are alone, and no empress will travel alone. This is highly improper. This is highly annoying. If you are indeed an empress, bring your entourage here, and we shall discuss the situation. Until then, have a pleasant longest night. Thanks. I think I'm gonna give her this voice. Yeah, because it's girl, right? Empress. Now I need an entourage? Do I make like 6 snowmen and be like, come the fuck on, people? Now I need an entourage. Let me get the cat and a snowman and my mans. Might work out. Who are you? I mean, are you a ghost? I don't know. Who were you before? I was a fortune teller and a medium. A real one. Real enough. See, I found this thing in a tree and then I knew I had to build you here somehow. In seances, we would often hold an object of importance to talk. Whatever the last word was, I didn't see it. Did it work? Well enough. As for why here? Well, sometimes the grave is the best place to contact the dead. Oh, God, is this your grave? Not mine. It appears to be someone's final resting place. Who buries people way out here? The snow. Real. Very real. Speaking of an entourage, you let the code in every time you open the door, you know? Fuck you, I'll leave your door open. Oh! Ah! An instrument! Must be part of my entourage. Love instruments. Give me more snowballs. Fuck. Sure! Let's go build the next snowman. Still not letting me do anything with the skeleton, are you? That's strange. Boink, 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 boink. Oh! Dog collar. Another part of my entourage. Obviously. Alright, time to build a couple snowmen. Right? Right? This music's a little... Not to hop on this, but I thank you again for your help. But do you know whose body is under you? No idea. I didn't think it mattered. Just a connection to wherever. Were you, somewhere else until now? I don't know. I don't think so. You don't even seem real. This is like a waking dream. This is weird. Yes, it is. You are speaking to a snowman. Alright, I've got 2 items and no snowman places to build shit with, so I guess I'll talk to this guy. Nope, he doesn't want to talk. Should I go knock down Crazy? Can I knock down Crazy? Hey, Crazy! Eat it! I can't. What the fuck do I do? I don't have companions. Oh, hey! Oh, I see, I see. Boom! Perfection. This one's got the bottle. I've got to go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, that was wild. Perfection! I make cool looking people. Look at this cool looking stuff. Hello there. Hello? Sorry to be abrupt, but I need your help. Wait, where am I? You're on the Forest God's Mountain. Because I'm going to the frozen lake. So am I. You're not? You're not. Oh. Oh. Listen, by my bringing you here, I think you'll be able to get out of these woods and do whatever dead people do. Okay, that sounds as likely as anything else that's happening. Okay. Follow my lead. Right. Listen, let's do this. I'm not gonna get any less dead. Hello there. Aw, you're a dog. Woo! I'm not sure if this is really helpful, but okay. Your collar says Clancy. Is that your name? I hope you don't screw this up for me, Clancy. But I hope soon you'll be able to move on to whatever dead dogs do. Oh boy, follow my lead. Perfect entourage. What do you fucking... Perfect entourage. Fuck it up. No, get... Boom, 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 boom. I can't check. Come on, I'm trying to hit the thing. Get me fucked up. Yo. Ah! And she jumped off the cliff. What? No, she didn't. God damn it. What the hell? I'm trying to throw snowballs. God damn it. What the hell? Clicking? Oh, it'll throw it in the direction I throw it. Hey, there we go. That's so much better. I was doing arrows the whole time. Hello. Hello. Hello, traveler. Travelers? We seek an audience with the first god. I am God Tender Brown. Who are you now? I'm Empress Istra, and this is my Imperial advisor, William. Greetings, and my Archbishop Clancy. Woo! We have traveled long through the This is fucky. It's fucky English. I don't like fucky English. We have traveled long through the night to be here. May we pass through? You have a dog for your Archbishop. He's extremely perceptive. Right, William? Signs and wonders, she said. This is no dog. Archbishop Clancy speaks the language of the beasts. That's what she said. When Clancy was a child, he longed to bring peace to the beasts of the field. He sure did. And he was blessed with the ability to speak to them. Why does he not speak to us? What devotion! He has forgotten how to speak in his devotion. and his dedication. He is candidate for sainthood, where we come from, where we come here. He is an amazing God Tender. It's amazing. Benefactor, while he yet lives. Whoever has heard of such a thing? It's a special circumstance. He's not alive, he is a ghost. Oof! Let's do this, I'm not getting any less dead. Okay. Hello, traveler. Travelers. Oh, I gotta do this again? Oh, I like what I had here. I like what I had here. Signs of wonder. It's Clancy, no longer peace to the field. Sure did. Arf, he doesn't speak to us now. Why does he speak to us now? He's forgotten how. Such is his dedication. What devotion. It's a special circumstance. What? That also doesn't work? This is dumb. Hello, traveler. Travelers. Speaking audience with the Forest God. Blah, 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 blah. I have to get it right, I guess? Or I'm not allowed to have my mans? Williams? Yes! This dog has a straight line through to heaven. Arf! He was born with one ear that was white as the snow. And that's the ear he uses to hear celestial rounds. Amazing. Arf! Yes, we are quite humbled in light of... Dear God, either shut up that dog up or send me back to death. What's that? Clancy's receiving a murder in just this moment. Archbishop Clancy, tell us what things you see. Arf! William, care to translate? Arf! His blindfold is bare. That's me! Arf! Should let the Empress pass. I can do that! Excellent, thank you. Arf! The vision continues. Do you have any liquor? No, stop. What? Arf! My limited skills can no longer translate. We must consign such wonders to the beast. The badgers, the stoats, the mice, the bear child. Amen. We witness a miracle, the longest night no less. You are most blessed, Empress. You may pass, and I ask that you leave some of that blessing here. Allow me. Ha! Magics! Explotus mortis! What's that from? Cross into the holy mountain. Ha ha! Victory is mine. Wait. Yes? I'm truly sorry, but you cannot see the Forest God this longest night. Why not? We have already come so far for an audience. The truth is, and you must keep this secret, but the Forest God is sick. They are old and dying. They cannot see you. It might upset them, and we can't risk that. Sick? How can a god be sick? I don't know. If only I knew what was happening! We god tenders are tasked with caring for the Forest God, but this sickness, we've never seen its likes. Not in 700 years of record kept since Saint Cecile began tending God. Oh no. We thought when the peace came, all would be well. The peace. But centuries of conflict with her have weakened them, and not long after they became ill. Her? Do you mean the Hunter? Do not say her name! My heart is broken. My god is sick and old. I don't know what my life would be without them. I'm sorry, God Tender. There's nothing you can do, Empress. As representative of a first throne, I say that no power of the Forest God shall bar your way in this longest night. As for her, you are the mercy of the most dangerous creature in the forest. Thank you, God Tender Brown. Go, and take a blessing with you. Apparently, the god is sick. Sick? I'm sick. Sick of his shit. Oh shit, I can go back? Uh-oh. Do I mean to go back? I don't think I mean to go back. This is long. This is a long thing. I said big episode, so here we go. Big fucking episode it is. I ain't frontin'. Oh! My entourage! No, this cat's entourage. Hello. Oh, traveler! Hello. What is your business here tonight? I am going to the frozen lake. Well, that's a coincidence. So are we. Blessed meeting. Do you know the way through the woods? We surely do. We are bound for an audience with the forest god. And after that, we have an arm and fire to light it. We have an arm and fire to light it. You took that arm out of the ground? Y'all strange. Man's a knight, got a sword. He's a bird knight. I like bird knight. Sounds cool. Though that armor's a little fucky. Oh, what did you say you were going to set on fire? The arm of a dead criminal. Donated, of course. Oh, Stevenson. And you're going to set it on fire? Yes. And it will light the way to Hunter's Hollow. Ah, this forest. Well, best of luck. Best of luck to everyone. Even you. We have enough luck to go around. So this is your land? I was just saying because you're a king and all. I may be king. You may be. But there are kings and there are gods. Yes, yes. Oh. And as a king I granted these lands so Baroness Lalopsi. And she to Sir Baroness? To Miss Baroness Lalopsi? What a fucking name! And she sure did die. Sure did. Lalopsi Manor's gone, all weird now. Sure has. Last spring travelers saw this pale thing come out of the bog there, and let's head out. Miles to go, men, miles to go. Beautiful forest, don't you think? Can I talk to all of them? We've got cat people from their cat kingdom. Can I talk to this guy? Nope. Last guy I can possibly talk to is old Birdhorn. Definitely not. Am I a genius? Are you kidding? You're telling me I can't do that? No. You're not gonna fucking... Come on. Come on. Nope. This one! That's right in there! You're full of it. I can do this. I believe in it. I looked right? No. Ah! Hogwash. Get some more snowballs. Because now I can use my clicker, which is cool. Means I can aim a lot better. I guess the dog collar was probably going to belong to somebody who needed a dog collar. You're looking for a severed arm? Yes. And then you're going to have to light it on a fire. Yes. I'm kind of glad that I'm completely unable to help you with that. Fucking... Well, I know of a severed arm, so we can just go grab that one. Can't we? Right? I believe so. Here it is. Well, I need an arm, and that's an arm, and if I'm lucky, this skeleton is a criminal. Was. This used to be alive. Now I just need to find fire to stick it in. Oh god, it's cold. Let's go to the house. That guy probably has something. Hello, can I interest you in a... What is that? It's an arm. Goodbye now. I need to borrow your stove. Wait, what are you doing? Putting a skeleton arm in your stove. No. No, you're not. Shh. It is done. That is messed up! You're telling me. Please, leave now. Alright. This shall guide me. Oh, it's gonna fade to black my ass. Oh, it's a me. Oh no, it's not a me-controlled fade to black. It's just. Whoa. This is a great story now. Oh, you like the spooky stuff, don't you? You know I do. I hate the other stuff. Well, the other stuff is important too. Hang in there. I guess. Whatever. Okay. I guess. Mega episode! Ooh. Sticky. Miles to go, they said. Miles to go. Boom. Boom. Oh. Who's that walking on my porch? Hello? Oh, girls. It's all over now. Excuse me, witch? Teleport me inside your house? Whoa. You are a big lady. This is the hunch, I suppose. These are old bodies in the north, where the ground never thaws, frozen in the dirt and ice for millennia. In some of them, there is a sickness against which we are no longer strong. Someday the earth will warm and the ice will melt, and that sickness will finish the work as lost on us. That began when we were first born. Kid, will you please stop that honking? Nope. Fine, kid, fine. I'm going to leave you here. I'll never find you. I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something? I need to get to that frozen lake. I think you know that answer. You just showed up. We all just show up, staying in the problem. But you won't have to worry about that, will you? Is that an extremely vague threat? Her? Vague threats? Oh, I'll get specific with you, kid. I'm going to bury your pieces in Lonely Hollow. Not even bury them. I didn't bury the last one. She did chores. Your family would never find you. Oh no, not that. Is this your normal dynamic? I need to get to your frozen lake. When you're out there tonight, freezing, will you look for my ring? Once something's down in the bramble, I can never see it. I found your ring last week. Oh, so you did. It's my second most prized possession. I keep the most prized in a shrine. So precious is it to me, and so painful. We have to keep the precious and painful close. What? What is this? What? This music is a little hype for a game that I can play with one hand. I feel like we keep getting off track here. I can smell the forest god's blessing on you. If you knew anything, you'd wash until it came off with your skin. When you leave, you're going down into the bramble like all the others. When I have to go outside to fix the weather because the weather vane got knocked around again. It's a really stupid system you have going here. When I get out to do that, I'll look out on the hollow and nothing will be stirring. And that will be what happened to you. Why didn't you just kill me now then? Because of that smell. Okay, so I'm blessed. What are you anyways? I'm an astronomer, former apprentice. Oh, honey, all of those stars in your head, they will go out like candles tonight. What are you? The forest god isn't really a god. I am twice their size. I am twice as real. Honestly, whoever you are, even they're twice as real as they are. Adina Astra. A ridiculous name. You named yourself, I can't tell. Just the last part. Now, what would make a little girl change her last name? Nothing you'd understand. You don't know a thing about it. I came from somewhere. I did the woman before me, and we found the cabin. And I fled. And I fed the oven, and we survived. And then I survived. And the quarrel with the forest god went on for centuries. Until it ended, quite recently. Well, Shut it, kid. I swear, if I wanted physical presence in here, she'd talk about anything. Are you a witch? What is a witch? You mean the woman in the woods? I, man in the woods, is a hermit or woodsman of a huntsman. They didn't have a name for women who weren't where they should be, so they stole a name they feared and hate, and pressed it onto us. Oh, you, the words they use for girls like me is kidnapped. This one, every day, I swear. Won't do chores, back sass mouth. Why don't you send her back where she came from? That is the one question to which I have no answer. We're done talking. I'm sorry, Adina Hestra. I know you wanted to live, but I've taken that future from you, and it's mine now. And you can take it back. Can't take it back. Strange. Ah! I wanted her voice to be this, and I kind of want her voice to be this, but it's very hard to keep up with him. Are you gonna? If you don't teleport me back inside, I'll be straight. Cool. Later. That was useless. Must snow on the way up from the trees. Need a good strong wind. Just need to control the wind is all. Simple. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Got it. Figured it out. Get it, got it, figured it. Can I throw something at this X? No. My goal is that weather vane, which I can reach. Hup, bam! Boom! Bam! Down you go! I'm not going to die here tonight. I'm just not. I need to see what's in that hollow. I need to get... this isn't the right voice. I need to get into that house. Okay, let's go. Alright. Give me my snowballs back. Let me hit him with a fade away. Here she comes. Damn squirrel won't take a break. Northwind back. Black wolf and wolf in the dire. Something's missing. Oh god, I have to get back into that house. This is the worst, longest night ever. Gotta say the whole damn thing every time. Bluefire in the north, I have discovered your secret name. Oh. I have buried it in deep earth, and upon it built a house. You must obey this house. Okay. This quietly. My mans! I can get you out of here. You can't even get yourself out of here. I can barely get out of the attic. And away from that extremely creepy shrine. Get out of my house! I'm too fast for you, bitch. I'm too fast. I'm a speedy boy. My intuition told me to do something like that, but I didn't know. I mean, like, I get what I'm doing now. I'm summoning the spirit of whatever the fuck this thing is. Perfect! That looks great. What? No. No. No! Whoa. Oh shit. What is this? Oh God. Oh God, no! Girl, what have you done? You watched it happen. You watched. It wasn't me! It was this place! It was the oven. It was what you become. It didn't get to choose what happened to me. It was so cold. It was so afraid. I had to survive. And I did not. What is this? Who are you? Do you dare speak, you waste of a girl? I was her twin. We fled into the woods, identical in all things, except one. When she pulled my body from the water, the only part of me she kept was that tattoo. I've kept it close to me, all down the centuries. I believe in some idea of you that is long dead as I am now. But you survived. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this. Get out! I'm sorry. I never meant to. Get out! Ooh. I'd be a good voice actor. Yes, Mary. What is this story about? What do you think it is about? It should be about. If I get the choice, what's it about? It's not about anything. That's quite a statement. I'm really smart. Well, you came up with that plan to rob banks, so clearly you're onto something. I want to know what this is about. I think you have to figure that out on your own. I don't like that. I'm happy that's over, because my voice can only handle so much wanton destruction. Back to forest wandering. This is a long video. I don't care. Oh, my man! What do I call you? Turnip? I'm calling you Turnip. Yo, Turnip! Are you gone? Already Sticky? I'm sorry, Sticky. Sticky? This man's name is Turnip. Don't bullshit me. Yeah, Sticky left. His name is Turnip. Stop lying. Stop lying. We have a William. And we have a Clancy. And we have a Turnip. I don't know what going back there would do. I might as well. It's on the path. Oh, I'm getting hiccups. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that hard. Definitely hate that. Alright, let's go. My entourage! Clancy, William! Lovely people. I can't hit that thing for shit. This is the worst, longest night ever. Here's to better days. Oh, I can wander past him. Oh, hey! Yeah, Stevenson. Oh, no. Oh, Stevenson. Looks like this took a beating from something huge. So, I wonder if there's a head in there. Not checking. Damn it. Why wouldn't she check? I would. So would I. If I ever find a body part on the ground, I'm going to poke it with a stick. Foreshadowing! I can't argue with you there. Just poor Stevenson. This is the other totem. I can't go into the cave with the god, but I can walk past this guy. Confusion. Where am I going? Back. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing there. Pew, 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 pew. Fa, 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 fa. Maybe I'll just check out this guy real quick. Just one more time. That feels better. You're a fraud! Hello. Hi, hello. Nice to stop by. There are frozen dead people all over these woods. I've talked to half a dozen of them tonight alone. Either no one talks to you in this coffin business, or you never follow through. So which is it? Huh? You talk to the ghosts? Yeah, a whole bunch of them. You think you got lost in cold and started talking to the snow? No, I've been all the way through from the Forest God Mountain to the Hunter's Hollow, for God's sake. And yet here you are, back at my cabin, not more than an hour after you left. Last left. Letting the heat and the cold and busy night for you, eh? Oh, go to hell. Hell's warm, at least. Good night. What an asshole. He's an asshole. We should blow up his cabin. We should start a snowball up here and make it massive and then run it into his fucking house. Yeah. Start with a frozen core. Oh, Sticky. Nice to see you again, Sticky. Maybe I should go talk to... Maybe I should go talk to that snowman. What are we naming him? What are we naming him? Planchette! Her! Him? Planchette. Name Planchette. Why? If you don't know why, you're stupid. Look up what a Planchette... Pardon me? Oh, hey, it's the king and his entourage. Hello again. Ah, we meet again. I hope you are faring well. We are just leaving. Why? Because a kingdom needs a king. And this king needs this trusty advisor. What happened to your sword guy? Stevenson? He had a name, you know. Sorry, what happened to him? Did you see the Forest God? Stevenson! I found his helmet. Where was it? It was the back of the Forest God's mountain. You could just... Nope. Not going back there. Did he attack the Forest God? He would never do that. I would never order that. Stevenson was dear man and steady old friend. I shall be steady, sir. What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. I'm king and I say we go home now. Excellent idea, sir. Safe journey, whatever your name is. Adina. Safe journey, whoever you are. Adina. Goodbye. Let's listen. Let's sing a longest night carol. Yes, that will raise our spirits. La la la, bum ba da dum bum. I don't think this guy's matching up with the tune. It's kind of one man out. Can I throw this again? I can. Back takes me here for some reason, but forward leads me on a loop. So I have to restart the loop. I can't go backwards and... Oh, about to walk for 20 years. Sorry, I'm probably not going to edit out every yawn because this is just going to be a long super episode. I mean, I'll edit out some stuff, but like, jeez. I'm just going to get this up, get this going. Been recorded for a while now. I didn't think this extra would be so long. Hopefully it ends soon. I've met the Forest God and I've met the Creek Lady, which tells me I've met the God Manager and I've met the Creek Lady and I've met this asshole who is... Something tells me this guy in this cabin is more than he lets on to be. So the final dude is just... It's gotta be the God, right? Probably nothing else, or at least not that much else. Yo, Planchette! First I see Turnip. Turnip's still gone. Turnip is still gone. Don't tell me he's Sticky. Shut up. He's got bones and carrots and turnips and rocks. This man, his name is Turnip. Hey! Hey, you're still alive, I see. I just saw all of the great trees give us a great shudder, like they were falling into line, and then you walked up. I think the way is open to Frozen Lake. What do you think about that? I think you should wrap up any business you have and head east as quickly as possible. What business would it still be? I wouldn't pretend to know. I don't have any business. I talk to the people. Let's finish this. Let's finish this! It's time to... Oh shit, the cat's here. You might also be more than you let on to be. Ah, hey cat, figured I'd see you here.
You figured right.
You figured wrong.
How's that?
I didn't die in there.
So you didn't.
But then again, I've never died in there either. So pardon me if I'm not overly impressed you did it once. You are such an ass. You certainly caused a lot of trouble tonight. I didn't mean to, just passing through. Isn't that always the way? I have to go now. So who are you, really? Pardon? You are a magical cat. Cat god? Cat wizard something? I'm just a cat. I live near the woods. I like shiny things. And I listen. Oh. Your turn. Who are you? I am an astronomer. I'm here because there's something missing in the sky, and this is where I'll find it.
Are you sure?
At this point, I'm exhausted and cold. I'm so exhausted and cold that I can't afford to not be sure.
That's either very sad or very beautiful.
It's very true. I'm freezing. Brr. The hunch, her child, the forest god, those aren't your business. I know. Leave all of that here. You were in their forest. I am an astronomer. I may be their forest. It may be their forest, but it's under my sky. I bet that sounded great in your head. It sounded great when I said it, ass cat. Goodbye, Adina, the astronomer. Good luck. Goodbye, cat. Happy longest night. I like their voices. They go together well. And I can remember them. Oh. This is the frozen lake. Oh, jumping is faster. Oh. You know, I doubted you would make it. I promised is a promise. How was home? Same as ever. Colder now, of course. The sheep shut down the 5th Street Bridge again and on longest night. The farmers were there all day trying to pull them off. Have they figured out why they keep doing that? No one has a clue. I know you can't stay long. I can't, so ask. Okay, did you find the ghost star? I did, my first night dead. It's there. Whoa. Oh my god. Something like that. Will you remember where that is? Yes. It's funny. What is? It's always been there. You just had no way of seeing it. You still can't. Not really. But you can chart where it is. That's something at least. Wow. I feel like just a few feet away, there's this thing bigger than I can think about, burning away, exploding. Between us and this sheet of black. And when I think about it, I feel like I'm going to overflow. I think about this a lot these days. We devote ourselves to something we barely understand, something we can never touch. We give it a name, and we give ourselves a name for doing so, and all of it creates this connection. That connection that becomes the thing we can touch. You appreciate those connections even more after you've died. I'm gonna miss you all over again now. Well, on the bright side, you got a star out of it. That's something, at least. Pretty amazing to be something, at least. Yeah. Goodbye, astronomer. Goodbye, astronomer. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! That was deep! That was so deep! That was so deep! Oh, man! Oh, wow! That was cool! Okay, give me a second here. The end. What constellation was it? No one knows. It's lost to history. It's not his voice. Did this really happen? Does it matter if it really happened? I think it does. Well, we'll never know. But hearing it happen to you, and that's something. Something, something, something. I want to find that constellation. Go outside some night and find it. And tell me where it is, okay? You look tuckered out, kid. I am. I'll leave you to it. Sweet dreams, kiddo. And that's it! Oh, man! Yes! Supplemental. These credits? Holy shit. It's crazy how everything they've made is awesome. It's like, how? And also, so cool. Oh, okay, they have some testers. Oh, man. That was amazing. It's a short experience, obviously. It's a one-episode thing, because I want it to be. Yes! Yes! Clancy! Turnip! William! Whatever your name was! Planchette! I named you Planchette. And me! Desmore. The goat! Play homage, baby. Night in the Woods. Oh. Wow. Oh, I threw a snowball. I'm going to give it a second. And I'm also going to talk about it while I'm giving it a second. So, in the end, I'm guessing that was her astronomer friend that had died. Maybe a husband or a lover of some sort. And I guess her final promise to him was to find the missing star. Which I guess he considers him? Or she considers him? That was interesting. I never really got to meet the forest god. Apparently he was sick, but he really didn't have much to do with the story, did he? We weren't here to meet the forest god, even though she said we were. I feel like we never really had to go up there. I guess we did, because you had to engage with the forest god and talk to this guy and be somebody, and then you went on the trip to meet the hunchback and then do something and survive that too. And then from there, you were officially allowed onto the lake where the stars are the brightest and show twice because the lake is shiny and it's frozen and it reflects. It's really interesting. That sucks. I wonder who died. It's something she always said, something personal that I can't mention here. So I was like, we never really figure out who died, but who cares? This was cool. All right. Time for a little concept art. Yeah, there's no way to get out of here, so I have to just exit. Oh, that's how you get out of here. You just save and exit, and there's no continue button because I beat the game. All right, let's do the final extras real quick because this episode's going on long enough. Okay. Oh, the little drawing versions. Okay. Oh. Huh, I never saw the janitor in the house, but I see a shadow of the janitor. Yeah, see? It even says in the description, May's house layout. For some reason, the janitor is visiting. Like, I don't see that. The Click Clack Diner, we only went to the Click Clack like once or twice, right? Guess it was expensive. Oh, this was almost something else. Early band practice gameplay content. We went through many revisions before settling. Yeah, I can see that this is definitely something different. This feels a little more like Undertale when you're fighting and dying. Whoa, if I press E, it goes full screen. Interesting. Sharkle. Let's go, Sharkle, dude. Oh, man. Whoa. Somebody just drew it. Dope. Stitching together layout of half the main town area for early in development. Alright, this is what the party was going to look like. This is what the church was going to look like, even though that's not what the church looks like. Original concept for the Art Church Hill. It changed quite a bit through the development. Yeah, it was a lot. It was really unfriendly. And they made it really friendly in the final thing. Play more of the game to unlock this concept. What? I beat the game. I didn't hang out with Angus. And I missed a hangout with my mans, Greg. So maybe these are Angus and Greg. Okay, wow, that was complicated to make. There were indeed 9 elevators. Holy shit. And you go in them in that order. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, up first. Realize you need office supplies. You go down, come back up, do the office supplies, go to the bottom. Somebody chases you. You go back up, all the way back up, and there you go. The only ones that are locked are those 3. Interesting, interesting. Huh. Original concept for Mallard's Tomb. It was so tiny then. Yeah, this feels tiny. Yeah, they really just increased the size by making it so these aren't stairs that lead to stairs, and having pipes in the middle really helped. And that was supposed to happen apparently. Apparently there was a concept of you getting somewhere, but that exit was always broken and that door was always never working, so. Oh hey, the dudes! This is the mural from the one that was flooded, right? There are a few labor murals in the game which are references to the amazing WPA murals from the 30s and 40s that you can still find all over the US. Okay. Okay. Violin dude I met. Oh, these are all the dream junkies. These are all the dream guys. Accordion, violin, tuba, sax. I forgot all about the dream sequences in this game. I mean, they were interesting and they didn't feel like filler, but they really added some meat to the game by making it, by really showing off some like crazy versions of the concepts and art that you had. Obviously there was some deeper meaning to all of it, but really the only one I remember is the goat, because he wasn't a dream. You just fucking went and dealt with him. You never really meet the goat. He's just there. I am an omniscient, vicious entity that eats creatures to keep the town running in this game. That's lovely. I love being that. That's cool. But in these, there were like spirit fish and spirit trains and a whole spirit city, and the music was cool, but I need to go find that music because that music was pretty cool. I'm sure I'd like to listen to one of those for like a little while, leave it on my playlist. Dancing. Oh man. Concept dance. Fuck yeah. Oh, those are locked. Look, I didn't go that. Harfest. Oh, original art direction depicted for Night in the Woods day, and Night in the Woods night. Oh wow. Spirit May, man. The Hidden Shadows. These people with their weird bullshit. May just being cool. Whoa. The idea was to give Demon Tower an extremely metal symmetrical logo. There are pages of these. Pages? Oh. I never really got through Demon Tower. Maybe I should go play Demon Tower. Yeah, that's 3 concepts. That's all Angus and Greg. The King and his advisor and the ill-fated Stevenson. Oh. I got all this concept art just from that. Stick arm, cauldron, butt flap. Gotta love that. And the final lake. Wow. It's wild to look at. Alright, guys. That is it. That is the end of Night in the Woods. I should not be uploading any more Night in the Woods 1 content on this channel. That should be it. This is the last super episode that you'll see. I'll edit it up and send it out there, and somebody will like it, and somebody will be happy that I did it. So, being that way, I won't be coming back to this game unless there's a second one. Or there's more DLC. I don't think there's going to be DLC. It's been 2 years, but a second one might be in the works. I could probably look it up and think about it a little bit, but it doesn't really matter to me. I really like the story in this game. It's not really set up for a second one. If you made a second one, it'd have to be all about either May in the road trip, and then what Angus and Greg are doing afterwards, or it'd have to be a whole new story with the same art style that's somewhere around his character. But that would be, I mean, they could do whatever the fuck they want with it. As long as it's good. Just make it good, guys. That's all I care about. Don't rush some bullshit because, ooh, Night in the Woods 2. Obviously, they haven't. It's been 2 years. So, you know, they're not rushing anything. Whatever. I'm wondering what they're going to do next, though. I might look at their company and see what they do. Regardless, though, as I said, this is the end of the video, as it is the end of the series. So, if you liked it, go ahead, click that like button. Show me you liked it. Show me you care. If you didn't like it, leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me exactly what you didn't like about it. What did I do wrong? Huh? You didn't like my characters? You didn't like Turnip? How could you? How could you not like Turnip? He was beautiful. You know, that doesn't matter if you liked it or liked it. Just leave a comment. Don't be an asshole. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. In terms of watching me later, if for some reason you like my voice or you like my face, you can always subscribe, and I'll show up in your feed whenever I upload a video. There's also a bell icon right next to the subscribe button right after you click it. That's for notifications. I personally don't care. You don't have to click that. Subscribing is enough. So, with that all said, without further ado, I must bid you adieu. So, yeah. Later, y'all.